Before I ask my round of questioning, your assistant was asked this question more than 30 days ago. I made it clear, you were in the back, hopefully you saw the video, that I would hold you in contempt if I did not receive one of the two events within 30 days, either compliance with the November 2013 subpoena lawfully served on you, or item-by-item privilege logs claiming executive privilege from the President. Are you prepared to deliver those documents here today?
Mr. Chairman, EPA remains interested in working with the committee on the accommodation we have put forward.
That is a yes or no.
I'm answering the question, sir.
No, ma'am. You're talking about the same things you did in the opening statement. You're talking about your commitment to comply. I'll let you answer fully, but I caution you, you have been threatened with contempt for not complying with a subpoena from November of 2013. Your deputy was warned. You're back here today because, in fact, no compliance with this has happened and no executive privilege has been claimed and no log has been produced. So I ask you again, are you prepared today to deliver the documents consistent with the subpoena of November 7, 2013?
Mr. Chairman, it's my understanding that the staff have had discussions as early as just a short time ago about this issue. You know we have worked hard to recognize the interests of this committee in ensuring that there is no White House interference in the work between us and delivering documents that you require. We have provided an accommodation, which we actually shared with your staff this morning, and we're looking to make sure that that addresses your needs so that we can avoid institution problems with the request that you made and hopefully move on to continue our work together.
Ma'am, this morning, an in-camera review of a document we knew existed, demanded, was shown. It changes nothing. The subpoena calls for you to deliver the document and documents. You have not done so. Are you prepared not to negotiate with minority staff or majority staff? Are you prepared to deliver the documents or provide an item-by-item privilege log with an executive privilege?
Mr. Chairman, EPA has made no decision to not work with you on this issue. In fact, we've been trying very hard to do just that, which we know is our responsibility.
Could you imagine if I just went ahead and set up a coal energy plant without a permit and started burning raw coal to produce electricity, and then told you for month after month after month that I look forward to working with you? The fact is, this was a lawfully served subpoena. I am informing you today that it is my intention to hold the Environmental Protection Agency in contempt and to schedule a business meeting to do so at the first business day available to this committee, which will be after next week.
Mr. Chairman, I think our accommodation addressed the interests of the committee. I'd like to just make sure that we can continue these discussions and get a final look at that document. The minority staff have looked at it. Now the
minority
staff.
The President of the United States said elections have consequences. During the minority's time in the majority under President Obama, no oversight was done. This is my watch. This is my time. Elections have consequences. You have not complied with the subpoena. I am telling you the time to comply is now. If it is not complied with, I will today schedule a business meeting. I will hold that business meeting. This committee will consider and vote on contempt at that business meeting unless we have full compliance by that time. And, ma'am, there is no negotiation. Negotiation time has expired long ago. It is contemptible for months to pass and have you say that you're negotiating. That in-camera offer, quite frankly, was insufficient. We accepted it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman. I didn't say I was negotiating. What I'm trying to indicate is I certainly respect the important interests that your committee has put on the table that led to that subpoena being issued. You were very clear. I am trying to indicate that there is clear documentation that there was no White House interference. And if that can be agreed, then I think we can all agree that the important institutional considerations at EPA and of the executive branch should also be considered and hopefully resolved through this process.
Ma'am, I appreciate that. It is not clear that there was no White House interference. And so your statement is, in fact, your position. It is not clear. So we will have no preconditions that there was no White House interference. There is a large office at the White House that was formed to, in fact, handle it. The legislative liaisons that we deal with every day work for the White House more than they work for you, and that is true of all the Cabinet positions. So I want to get past that. Obviously, we're not going to see those documents today, and